Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. So today's video is a little different only because I'm not going to be giving you guys any organizing tips today. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on what questions you should ask professional organizers like myself. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So if you're feeling overwhelmed in your home was filled with a lot of clutter, and you just don't have time to organize your home by yourself, you should definitely reach out to a professional organizer. We are here to help you. We are here to rescue your space. So with that said, a question you can ask a potential professional organizer is, what are your qualifications and your experience? This is a great question because it not only lets you know what the person has done in their career or what experience they have, but it also shows you some credentials they may have behind their name. Some professional organizers are actually certified in professional organizing. Some professional organizers aren't, and they've just been in the business for decades. Having a certification doesn't mean that that professional organizer is better than someone that doesn't have a certification. But if you're someone who does like to work with professionals who have credentials or who have certifications, then hiring a professional organizer who is a CPO may be your preference. So when it comes to experience, you can always ask this potential organizer about the different experiences they've had with individuals who may want to organize a similar space as you, or who may be experiencing similar issues or situations that you're probably experiencing. For example, if you're someone who has OCD or maybe even ADHD, or even if you're someone who has children compared to someone who doesn't, the professional organizer should show you or tell you about the experience that they have that's similar to yours so that you can make a decision whether you should hire them or not. So another question to ask is, what type of organizing projects do you specialize in? This is a great question because it'll let you know the type of organizer you'll be hiring. Some professional organizers focus on individuals who have ADHD. Some professional organizers focus on individuals who are extreme hoarders. Some professional organizers focus on the entire home, maybe a closet, maybe the garage. There's so many different types of professional organizers out there that specialize in a very small sector of organizing that may resonate with you. So let me talk about myself. I'm a professional organizer who focuses on most spaces in the home. I don't typically focus on attics, but for the most part, I specialize in the entire home because my goal is to not only create a functional space in your home, but also to create an aesthetically pleasing space in your home, which means I like the entire home to be one. I like it all to blend. I like it all to just be cohesive, therefore, or which is why I focus on the entire home. But of course, like I said before, there's some professional organizers who only focus on the closet and that is it, and they are experts in that. But at the end of the day, it all depends on your preference. So if you want someone that only focuses on closets because you want to have a bomb organized closet, then maybe you should consider someone like that. So a third question to ask is, what is your approach to organizing? So finding a professional organizer that aligns with your maybe personal preferences or your goals is a great way to choose a professional organizer. Some professional organizers' approach is very calm, maybe a little bit more soft, delicate, and then some are very straight to the point, no games at all, because their goal is to, of course, get you to the threshold of being an organized person or having an organized home. So it just depends on your preference. Like you may, if you're someone who likes a combination, you may seek out a professional organizer who can be soft sometimes, but also very straight to the point. Or if you're someone who likes your projects to start slow, you might look for a professional organizer whose approach is slow but steady. Again, it all depends on what your personal preferences are, what your goals are, and finding that professional organizer that matches that. It's all about finding the perfect organizer for you and your goals. So don't be shy when you are asking these questions because I'm pretty sure they'll be happy to answer them for you. So another question to ask is, how do you handle items you may want to donate or discard? This is a great question because, again, professional organizers do things so differently. There's some professional organizers who won't donate your items, but they will bag it up and put it in a separate room for you, or maybe put it in your vehicle. There are some professional organizers who will donate a portion of your donated items and then have you do the rest. And then of course, there's some professional organizers who will take the entire thing. At my company, we will donate everything. Of course, depending on the size. If it is really large, we will then seek out a third party to come pick it up. There's also some professional organizers who may not even throw your items away. They want you to throw it away because they want you to kind of take on the responsibility of getting rid of your items so that, you know, as time goes on, you can do it yourself. And then there's others who'll just throw it away for you, even without you telling them to. So it really just depends on what you want, how you want that approach to be, and whether or not you want to take on the responsibility or you want them to take on the responsibility. This is very important because a lot of people do assume that the professional organizer is going to throw away everything for you and haul it away or donate it for you. And there's a lot of them. And there's a lot of professional organizers that won't. So definitely ask these questions so that you are in the know when you do hire them and they do help you with your home. You want to say hello? Come over here and say hello.
Hi.
Okay. So the fifth question is a very popular one and a great one. And it is, what is the timeline for completing my organizing project? This is a very popular question because a lot of people want to know, how long will it take? I'll say this, it took you 10 years to get your space cluttered. So it's going to take hours, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months to get your space organized or to get it where you want it to be. The timeline does depend on how many spaces need to be organized. If you're someone looking to just organize one space, the timeline may be short compared to someone who wants to organize their whole home. For example, let's say you want to organize a pantry. In my business, it takes us about 3 to 6 hours roughly, especially for working in a small to medium sized pantry. And then of course it can go up from there. But that's kind of like the timeline that I like to suggest for pantries. Typically on the quote, I will show the client the number of hours it will take for each space so that they are aware of the timeline as well as the cost. So remember, larger projects require multiple sessions for most professional organizers. So remember that whenever you are looking for the timeline for a project, because you know, it's time to organize a space. So another question to ask is, what is your pay structure? Do you offer packages or do you work hour by hour? Some professional organizers like myself typically charge hour by hour, and there are some who charge by packages, and if you purchase a large package, they'll give you a discount. So make sure you ask this question before you hire a professional organizer so that you are aware of what their fee structure is and you're not blindsided with something that you weren't aware of. It's also good to ask about additional fees. Some professional organizers will charge you for certain supplies. Some professional organizers will charge you for a consultation or a personal assessment. It all depends on what they offer and what you're comfortable with paying. Again, ask this up front so that you are aware, so that there's no additional information that you don't know of. So in my business, Rescue My Space, we charge hour by hour because I feel like that just makes the most sense for my business. We also do charge for in-home consultations and virtual consultations. Also, we do charge for organizing products. So if you are someone who's looking to organize your home and you also want us to add organizing products to your home, that is an additional fee. So I do make sure that my clients are aware of this before they do hire me and before we do start the process. So once they sign the contract and we work together, we are both aligned, we are both on the same page, and we can achieve the goal that's at hand. So the seventh question, which is the last question, but there's so many other questions to ask, is, can I see some examples of your work? This is a great question because of course you can. You should always, somehow, some way, some shape, some form, be able to see what the organizer has done in the past. You want to make sure that their work aligns with your needs. For example, you can always go on Instagram to see their work. You can go on their website to see their work. You can go on Pinterest to see their work. You can also go on Google to see their work. It's important that you are 100% familiar with what this professional organizer can do in your space or has done in the past and can do in your space so that you know you are hiring the perfect organizer for you. So ask for their portfolio. Make sure you look at their before and after photos so you can visualize what they can do in your space. All right, guys, that is it. Hopefully this video brought some insight on questions you can ask a professional organizer before you hire them. and hopefully you get the help you need if you are someone who needs help getting your space organized. Let me know in the comment section below if you've already worked with a professional organizer in the past, if you're working with one now, and or if you would work with one in the near future. Let me know, let me know, let me know. All right, you already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.